Hey guys, Friday, July 19, 2024. Let's see what the Black Widow has for us today. As you can see, this is my Elliott wave chart, and I want to try to catch everyone up to speed. So you see this green line right here. This is seasonality. And seasonality says we should have been grinding higher. And you can see that price action has not been following that on this seasonality forecast. So that's one. Two, this is a displaced moving average. This is one of the strategies in this program. So it's a moving average ahead. So the theory is that if we get to close past that moving average, that's a green signal or buy signal once you're on a wave 4. So that's a strategy. And you can see that the Stokes are very oversold in regards to the time cluster. You guys remember there was 2 dates I was watching for high probability turning points. One was 7-8. The other one was 7-18, which was yesterday. High probability turning points. So we'll see how the U.S. session is going to go. So I normally leave it at my Stokes. Next thing is let's do with the Fibonacci. As you can see, we are below 217, which is the 61.8. And in regards to timing, this it's a hit or miss, but I figure you should at least know 724 we hit in regards to timing from this range of February 20th all the way to July the 11th. You hit the 1.382. Let's get that out of the way. In regards to our Gann technique, you can see that we already here at the 1/8 as support, and that level is 1202. So let's see if this holds. If not, you go all the way down to 152, and you get these angles right here. And keep an eye out for this date, 8/1. Remember 8/1, 8/2, July 31st? That's 113 right there. Let's get this out and let's put our linear regression channels. The other technique is once you break out of the linear regression channels, which is this blue line right here, and close above the purple line, the DMA displaced line, there's a high probability that your wave 4 is in, which could be probably this one right here. Let's get that out. And these are the ellipse techniques I use. So you be careful on July the 22nd and July the 24th. Give it 2 days, 25th, 23. This technique shows you high volatility. It doesn't tell you anything else, but that high volatility is going to increase, and we're getting closer to these dates. So watch out for that and that. Let's get out of there. Let's go to the Elliott wave chart. And you can see that our profit ticket index is now 20. When you get below 35, it shows statistically that the high probability of a wave 4 playing out starts diminishing, starts, falling apart. And you can see it that we have been, I was thinking the wave 4 was going to be around July the 3rd. And that's when I got in, but it's continuing to push lower. But the program believes that it's still a wave 4 in play. You get your A, B, and that's a long C. And maybe you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves playing out here. So it still thinks this is a wave 4. Now we have to start showing the reversal signs that it wants to go higher. I know also, I've been chatting with some traders on the platform, that some believe that this is a wave 1. And then we're working on a wave 2. That is also possible. So don't rule that out. And then a big wave 3 is coming. So the big wave is always on the 3 if you don't know anything about Elliott wave. So, if it's not here, if it's here, just think of this as 1, 2, if we find a reversal, and then 3, this is going to be the big one. And this is the one I'm leaning that will go into August, around there, August, September. So we'll see how that's going to play out. Let's go now to our charts to see what we have there on our midpoint and our geometry chart. Hey guys, sorry for the late start. I started this morning with my Elliott wave chart, and then when I was about to record my other chart video clip, things got a little crazy with the internet, and to find out the whole world is going a little crazy. But anyway, let's get into the charts. Let me see if I continue and upload this. So I apologize for the inconvenience. So looking at the market profile chart, you can see in regards to volume that we are inside a daily candle here, and we having a tough time closing above 212. And statistically today was a down day, but it looks like it's not playing out unless it's going to happen a little later in the afternoon. Volume right now, it looks like the bulls are getting a little edge, and it's what, you can say 10, maybe 11 Eastern time. Let's go into our simple glance chart. And nothing's really changed here. No signs of a reversal yet. And I mean a reversal that could be possibly turning here. And what I use as an indicator will be the Heikin-Ashi candles. Something will look like that. And then the next one will have open body candles. But so far, they're still dark and red. When they turn white, it's because the trend is changing to the positive. And then the mobile clouds will turn green. So far, everything is pretty much red. Let's see what I have here. We're chopping around here at the midpoint of the APF from these swing points. So this is the line in the sand here. We failed the 45 scale degree angle. So according to Gann's theory, everything over here on this side shows signs of weakness. So that's why it's always important to know where your 1x1 is, which is your 45 degree angle. On a scale chart or whatever your software you use, try to always find the 45. If you're on this side of the camp, you're bullish. If you're this side of the camp, you have a little more weakness to bearish signs. And then I also use geometry. So far, we're just chopping around here. Nothing's really changed. I'm going to go straight to the midpoint chart. Mobile's negative. You know, the monthly is looking positive. So maybe there's signs of maybe a possible turn. And it's just probably, I don't know, it's going to take some time. But so far, we got one of our indicator, or the one indicator that I like to use is giving me some clues that we're kind of stalling here, and maybe we could consolidate or maybe turn quick. And you already know the 18th was a pivotal date for turning point with the harmonics and the time clusters. And we already are in our second SOAP signal. Maybe one more and maybe it starts turning. I don't know. We'll see. That's all speculation. But on our 4 hour, things get a little more interesting. So we got a PPS buy signal. And in theory, you wait for it to pull back. So this is where you will get in, because this was pretty much where the signal came in. And what is that, like 206, 205? Yeah, so you get the signal, you wait for the pullback, and this is where you accumulate, according to whoever, you know, created the indicator, which is John Persons. But it's the 4 hours, so it's chopped. And then you get a PPS sell signal, but, you know, we're assuming since we've been so oversold that, you know, a turning point should come, at least get a bounce and follow seasonality. But if there's more downside, that's the risk you have to, you know, be aware of. The mobile is also on the 4 hours, giving us clue that, you know, there's some kind of positive momentum building up here, even though we're stuck in the mobile bands in regards to price. But this indicator is telling you, you know, things are maybe ready to explode. And it's kind of giving you the direction where it may want to go, but we don't know yet. Because one, we got to close above the 50 SMA, or, you know, 50 moving average. And we're still in the chop fest. Chop fest is anywhere between 210 all the way to a 206. So if we crack 206, we're going to probably test 202. But if we could get to close or push higher and close above 209, you know, it's Friday, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. We could probably at least test this, what's this high of 213, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on the close. This is a perfect snapback here. And lastly, for today, price action only is, this is the hourly chart. The mobiles are kind of weak below the zero line, but you can see in the overnight we got that nice pop. We got that EIA report, kind of went sideways. This was the line in the sand today, which is 207. And in the US session, you can see that we've pierced it. This is another area that I was watching or had it on my radar, 205. And we just very close to the midpoint. And we made a high of 210, which is your pivot high here. You're 25%. Actually, you're 75 and you're 25. And we're kind of smack in the middle here. Not a lot of action and below the 200 moving average. And we got our 205 here. Statistically, it was supposed to be a down day. It looks like that's not playing out as of now. And it's Friday, and the world is it's in a little chaotic. I'm sure some traders maybe can't trade, so we're in a weird spot today. So I don't know if there's going to be any action. If anything, maybe the action will start Monday, because I don't know, some trading places or other exchanges are having issues. I'm not aware of that. I'm good here, but I'm sure other people may have some issues. So, and internet and all that. So that's why I can see that volume is very, very calm and very kind of just like not really much going on. I mean, there's sale times going back and forth. I guess on this platform is fine. Let's go into our square of 9. And pretty much we're just kind of the midpoint around the 209, right around here. So this is a support or a target, and these are the two big ones that I'll be watching. And 205 lines you up at 152 low, February 20th. So kind of support for now. Try to get out of this rut. Blow through 213, 214 to get to 218 and 225. But this is kind of what I'm seeing. And let's see how we close today if some action is coming up. But I wanted to kind of give you an update, especially kind of show you the Elliott wave stuff, that we're on a wave 4. And I am aware of that, it could be that we're working on a wave 2 to go higher. But there's also the possibility that it could take out 201 and the Black Widow wants to squeeze even more people and bring more pain. So it's one of those things that you just have to be aware of. I know some people are trading BOIL, BOIL, and they're in at some higher prices. Maybe you can hedge. That's what I always say, man. You just got to place your stop because the Black Widow does not play around. It's either you're right or you're right out. And I did that at 243 and got out at 239. She said, nope, I'm going even further down. And went as down as 202, 201. 202 right here. So it could just show you that, sometimes you think the turning point is coming here. And the seasonality was telling me that, but, she's like, no, I'm not going to follow seasonality today. I'm going to bring more pain. And that's what she's doing. So I got to get out of her way because she's very stubborn. She wants to do what she wants to do. Especially when she gets some drinks in her, she gets really wild. Well, I'm going to sign out. I'll hopefully catch you on the close. If hopefully there's internet and all that stuff on my end. But hang in there. It's quiet. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we could dissect all this stuff and kind of, get a game plan. The last thing you want to do is be locked in a trade and then you can't even get out because you got no access and no internet or no anything. That's really crazy. I was shorting the pound and got out, but it continued going because I thought the dollar was going to turn because the dollar's kind of acting weird. And I should have stayed in the trade, but I don't know where it's at now, so I need to look at that. But I digress. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll try to keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.